So you guys, I figured I would go ahead and speak on this final part of the video in which I'm slicking down the edges, concentrating on the edges when I apply the gel. Now this gel is an all natural gel and the consistency is of edge control. So what I do is just apply the gel to the roots of the hair, smooth it with my fingers first, and I always go back in with my barber comb and smooth it out again with the comb. I say that this is my favorite part because it's just the finishing look, you know, the final look as far as the front of the head. So I always have to make sure that this part is perfection. Now, as you can see, I placed the clip on the lock to hold it. For the purpose of this part of the video, though, I was just trying to show you how you can either clip, when you're retwisting, you can use a clip, or you can just palm roll the lock and then twist it around itself, in which you don't have to use a clip. So I'm going to be showing you that in just a moment. But yeah, if you are going to use a clip, make sure you clip it onto a lock beside it. As you can see, what I just did, wrap that lock around itself. Therefore, you won't have to use a clip. It will hold on its own. And for the following locks, I'm going to do the same thing. Apply the gel to the roots of the lock. Go back with the comb, smooth it out, and then palm roll. And I palm roll going to the right, going clockwise. And that's just the way that I was taught. That's the way I like to do it. But you can go to the left. It's just all preference. So I'm gonna do the same thing on this last one before I move back to the edge of his hairline. So as you can see, you can finger part or you can clean it up with the comb. Make sure your parts are clean. Now, don't go ripping the hair. Don't go ripping locks and straight hairs. If it doesn't want to go, you know, just try your best and move on. You don't have to rip the hair or hurt your client, just to separate the hair. So, smooth it with your fingers and then go back in with the comb. See how slick and smooth and laid his edges are? It's my favorite part. And as you can see, it does look like buildup. The gel does produce that white color, return to that white color as I'm retwisting. However, because this is an all natural gel, and I will post the link below, there is absolutely no buildup, no flaking, no buildup. Like I said, this gel has the consistency of edge control without all of the buildup and flaking, and you don't have to worry about any of that. So I would highly recommend this gel. I ordered it on Etsy, and someone I know, shout out to Zaydella, and Zaydella Essentials. He put me on when I was in one of his lock classes. Put us onto this gel that is handmade by one of his mentors. So like I said, I will place the link below for the gel. I should have showed the jar in the video, but and with these lock braids, you can absolutely choose how many locks you want in each braid. You can just do the traditional 3. I just didn't have the time. His hair is really long. He actually wanted twists, but he was like, you know what, because of time, go ahead and just do the braids. So yeah, so I'm just taking off that clip. Now I was braiding with probably about 9 locks at a time. So these are what I would call jumbo locks or jumbo lock braids. And you can do overhand, underhand, whatever feels good for you. Just make sure it's tight. Not too tight where his scalp is pulling, but you do want the style to hold. And for him, the last time I retwisted his hair was back in May. It is now September. So that just shows you how long, lock styles can last if you do keep them up and tie your hair down at night, in which he does. So he doesn't like to get his hair retwisted every 4 weeks or however. So just start to braid, begin to braid all the way down. Just continue to braid tightly. Not tightly, but continue to braid. Make sure it's all uniformed, I guess is what I want to say. And once you get down to the bottom, secure it with a nice little rubber band. So braid. Secure it with the rubber band at the end. And there you have it, guys. I hope this helped everyone. Continue watching and stay tuned for more tutorials.